Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Stood up, Pepe!
Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
Hello and welcome to Game in Frame. We are ready to go here for this APSL Metropolitan Conference matchup between the Central Park Rangers and Richmond County. We are here on Randall's Island, right in the shadow of the aptly named and iconic Icon Stadium, just off to the side field here. Richmond County ready to take the field in their blacks, CPR in their standard red kits. Folks, we are just about ready to go for kickoff as we clear away the previous hosts of the field. Just getting a quick second to make that happen. But while we do that, let's take a look at the Metropolitan Conference tables. Your national champions and US Open Cup second rounders, Pan Cyprian Freedoms, sit atop the table still on 38 points with an impressive goal differential of plus 40. They are being chased down by the Lansdowne Yonkers and the Greek Americans, both on 35 points. Celtic, Hoboken, and Nyack make up the last parts of the first half of the table. CPR sit in 7th position on 16 points, looking to potentially clear Nyack after missing out on an opportunity earlier this season. Kids Super Samba, Zoom Schneider, Doxa, and Vistula round out the table, with Richmond sitting at the bottom. They're going to need to build some momentum and may look to use this game as an opportunity to do so, as they hope to stay atop or stay involved in the APSL. Newly promoted this season, hoping to stay up with the big dogs. Folks, we are looking at perhaps a few minutes of a delayed kickoff here, so sit around. Looks like we may just escape some of the poorer weather, though. Why would I say that? Everyone knock on wood for me at home. We're going to be right back with commentary and bringing you the starting lineups for both Richmond County and CPR. So stick around here on Game and Frame. We're going to be right back.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Kickoff imminent here, just under the shadow of Icon Stadium here on field number 10 on Randall's Island, between CPR, the Central Park Rangers, and Richmond County here in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Starting today for CPR, Judea Gilden, of course, in between the sticks. Pat Barry, Golin, Barrios, and Terpak are his defensive unit. Young, Skimeka, Berenger, Clift, and Jaga Dezan are the 5 across the midfield. Bonfields starts atop, leading the line. For Richmond, Giuseppe Baroni, Kamal Brkanovic, Miguel Espinosa, Chris Ginny, Peter Ginny, Jetmir Kovacevic, Dylan Meadows, Leutrim Saiti, and Mark Schnadstein make up just some of the starting 11. Of course, we will bring you more names when those names are available based on the numbers that we have. This is, of course, the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Both teams missing their top scorers. For CPR, it is Mohammed Miri, not joining us today. For Richmond County, it's Adnan Zaganjor. Of course, they still have the impressive firepower of Mark Schnadstein, 6 goals on his name, but either way, away we go. This is Jimmy Barrios, 2 goals to his name on the season. And Barrios once again. Golin. Moving the ball around well. Richmond setting up in sort of a mid-block so far, a really well-organized 4-3-3 shape. Leutrim Saiti just holding that center space. Oh, it just got a deflection past the center midfielder, and away goes CPR. Impressive stop by Ginny there. Could have called a handball on Turpik. Gets away with one perhaps there. Clift to Barrios to Gilden, and now Terpak. Berenger. Clift. Technical on the ball. Barry cutting inside. Is the fullback, catches just enough of a nudge to win the foul. So the initial setup for CPR is more of a 4-5-1, 5 across the middle. Does look like Pat Barry. Here is the ball placed right on the chest of Barrios. Pat Barry to be the one to provide width on that far side. Oh, miscommunication there between the two Central Park Rangers. Berenger looking to clean up possession. Does so just enough to give Barrios a good clearance opportunity. Nodded back, Clift. In and amongst the pressure, coming away with it is Richmond County, and now their first shot at some real calm, collected possession. They too set up once they're in possession, 3 in the back. For them, it will be Peter Ginny providing the width on this near side. So, very true to the modern game. The false fullback providing the width, providing the options out wide, and the deep lying runs. Here is Ginny contesting for the ball. Barrios back for Gilden. Clift now in a wide position. Big swing on. Intercepted by Richmond. Driving is Baron. Schnadstein trailing wide. Can he find a ball into Miguel Espinosa? No, cut out there. Good step there by Ginny. Now he continues on, wins the ball. Espinosa free in the middle, trailing onto his left foot. A good strike. Cut out there by Gilden. Really good full extension save, but Espinosa so keen for that strike. Behringer. 4v2 there for Richmond, so a good idea on the play, but probably just lacking the numbers. Searching for contact there was Bonfils, not going to get the call. Ball's in, played short here. Trying to test it wide, does get just a touch off Jagadezan. Richmond County throw. Off the foot of Schnodstein and right back to CPR. Golin. Still Golin trails. Cut out there well by Meadows. Espinosa now. 3v3, but numbers coming back for CPR. Schnodstein has remained onside. Does the striker have a shot on himself? Yes, he does. And that will equal out the top score for the season. Without a top scorer, no more. The prolific striker from Richmond County continuing to do what he does best. It's Mark Schnodstein, ladies and gentlemen, turning up like the tax man, collecting his dues, putting Richmond County up 1-0 here in the first half of action. Well, CPR will argue that it was offside. We are, of course, without the privilege of replay technology. It did look like Schnodstein hugged the line quite tightly, but our assistant referee on this side saw him onside the whole way. Good play by Richmond County to take advantage of that counter-attacking opportunity. Here goes CPR now trying to answer back. Behringer hugging this line tightly. Did clip over the line. Looking for Schnodstein. Contact there on his run. Well, CPR have not been impressed with the speed of call for the referee team. Terpak. And Clift. Barry providing the width. Jagadezan forgets about the ball there. Barry. Clift seemingly everywhere. Jagadezan now trying to combine with his striker. Good clip up into space by Meadows. What can he look to create now? Barone smothered, swallowed, and stripped of the ball. Here is Young. Ball into the box is met there immediately by the captain Kamal Burkanovic, and a corner for CPR. So here is the in-swinger. Ooh, caught a unlucky deflection off the center back. First bit of action here for Jetmir Kovacevic. We'll drill this one long and high, giving Miguel Espinosa something to play for perhaps. It bounces over the head of Pat Barry. though on the second bounce gets it back to his center back. Though back in possession once again, taken away quickly by Bonfils, never mind. Golin for Young. Skimeka, Bonfils. Can drive. Gives for Barry, who is wide. Options in the box. Doesn't have a chance to get there. It's Chris Ginny. An outstretched leg to snuff the cross out before it had a chance to be dangerous. The Ginny brothers, so important for Richmond County last season in their conquest of the Cosmopolitan Soccer League First Division. Earned their way up to this APSL Metropolitan Conference and are looking, hopefully, to stay. A win today could be huge and pivotal as they look to maintain their status. Meadows. Ginny. Burkanovic. So it is Meadows cutting inside to provide the space for Peter Ginny, who could be on here over the head of one center back, but good coverage there by Jimmy Barrios. Comes to nothing more than a goal kick for Jadea Gilden, and here we go. Already on the move are CPR. Skimeka for Turpak. And Barry. Good spot there by Meadows, saw the eyes. Cut out the potential ball for Golin, who is on the ball now. Skimeka. Clift takes a scan. Back this side, Golin. Clipped ball over the top, will not beat the first center back. Comes to Meadows. Meadows now holding up well. Perhaps a little too well. Though, here comes Barone. Schnodstein once again gets the better side of the center back Barrios. This time, though, not given enough space to be as potent as he was on his first opportunity. Corner kick for Richmond County. Did look like for just a moment Skimeka for CPR just holding at his foot to end that play. He's back in the mix now. Everyone but Burkanovic up. Miguel Espinosa also helps out on defense. Redirection there by Ginny. Though a good header there from CPR to get it clear. Good clearance that Burkanovic can take care of. Sends it right back where it came from. Ginny will challenge for it. Turpak doesn't get all of that clearance. Young nods it on. Really nice touches by Kerliu. Barone alone in the corner. Gonna need to have a little bit of magic to get free. Unable to, he was trapped in a box of CPR red. CPR though, under more of a high press. Miguel Espinosa gets there. Can they clear their lines? No. Espinosa, pressing machine, does enough to put Pat Barry off the touch. So here is Richmond County now. Oh, good pressure there. Didn't hear the calls of man, 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 man. Ginny will need to control the ball, isn't able to. It's out of bounds for a CPR throw. CPR have been warned now for the descent. Next time we can expect a cautionary card, likely for any member of the squad in red today. Pat Barry. CPR having trouble maintaining possession. And back in possession go Richmond County. Chris Ginny. Burkanovic. Still Burkanovic. Does he test it? Yes, he does. Schnodstein recovered his position well. Now Schnodstein barreling down the far side. Espinosa can make a late-breaking run. Turpik, it's past him. Espinosa! Just wide. A beautifully timed run by Schnodstein and a great touch. A real good bit of acceleration past James Terpak. Finds a free and clear Espinosa in the middle, who is unable to capitalize on the opportunity. A really good chance to go 2-0 up. Just escapes Richmond County. CPR will be thanking their lucky stars. Can they take advantage now of the opportunity they have been given? Good sliding challenge to strip Bonfils. Now it's a throw deep in enemy territory for CPR. A stumble on the ball is enough to give Richmond County a shot at it. Barone flips it the other way really well. First time pass to Kerliu. Schnodstein making another line run. He is shadowed very well there by Jimmy Barrios. And that is enough to end the attack. Young flips it inside. Bonfils swallowed up by Richmond County. Schnodstein recovers, plays some hold up. Espinosa. Long searching ball for Barone. Ginny in support, finds him. Ginny past one defender. Can he find a cross into the box? Gildan puts the hands on it. And we play on. Good recovery once again by Richmond. Meadows into the middle. Kerliu requiring an option, will play it back for Ginny. Barone. Well, in the center of the park, it's not the first time, and he got away with it a little bit more, but some of the center mids today just having trouble perhaps with the surface, with the ball. Just a few stumbles over and a few trips up. It's been a bit more of a issue for, well, something's happening here behind the play. Referee will give a proper explanation to Kamal Burkanovic, the captain. Seems like there was an elbow that our center referee spotted. So CPR, free kick. Back to my point, it just seems like, right, it's only the center mids right now, so it seems like the wider areas may be a bit less sticky or a bit of a longer turf, shorter turf perhaps, I don't know, but center mids have tripped up just a few times every here and there. Here's Barrios. Goal in. Clift. Back for Barrios. Taken away there well, but cleared well wide. Saiti very keen on that play. Just took advantage of some poorly executed possession there by CPR. CPR almost threatening to implode here. Schnodstein, good touch past Barrio, sliding challenge, forces the corner. I mean, it's early days, it's only 1-0. CPR don't necessarily need at this point to be so combative towards each other, right? There's been a few mistakes, but yeah, it's a cold day. It's early days. You got taken advantage of for the first goal. Here is the corner. CPR will rise to meet it first. Bonfils gets a flick on to keep it moving back. Kamal Burkanovic at the midway point. Foul for Richmond County. I think CPR will also feel hard done by the referees, and so that may be contributing to their no foul on that time. That may be contributing to the attitude. Kerliu ignoring options, very nearly stripped of possession. Meadows. Kerliu once again. Ginny is wide, finds him. Meadows making a breaking run out of the midfield. Oh, really nice touches there from the center midfielder. Saiti with the number 8 on his back, playing that 6 role brilliantly. Can he flip it out to Ginny? Ignores it. Perhaps Espinoza. No, it's Meadows. Meadows, though, will go for Ginny. Can't get over the head of Golin, so he'll have to settle for the throw. Back for Kerliu. Burkanovic. Advancing well through the middle. Barone flips it out well, crossing opportunity. Schnodstein's up in the box, elects to go low and driven and wins a corner. Saiti making the slow jog to be the taker. Both Ginnies up in the box. Kamal Burkanovic hangs back. Jagadezan just pulls him ever slightly back towards that halfway point. Here is the corner. Espinosa, the follow-up opportunity at the edge of the box. Young takes the foul. Or pardon me, that was Jagadeza. No, Young. Sorry, he's got the number 7 on his shorts. But 27 on the back. Skimeka. Searching ball for Barry, whose touch has not been all the way there today. Coughed up possession and given up for Richmond County. Chris Ginny. Schnodstein holding up. We'll just play on here. So Schnodstein will go. Good challenge in. Catches all of the ball. Does Jagadezan. Perhaps a few calls for the foul from both teams. Kerliu holding up well amidst some pressure. Worked back well. Over the head of Golin. It's going to float a little bit for Ginny. Has to make a play on it and does. Meadows. Ginny has support. Tries to cut through the midfield. Can't get through the Behringer gate. And now they have perhaps some space down this near side with Peter Ginny out of position, but away goes CPR or Richmond County. A searching ball for Miguel Espinoza, who remained onside. Espinoza! Again just wide. This time the other side. following fairy tale logic. This one too far one way, this one too far the other side. There's a Three Bears story that seems like his next opportunity might be just right. Again, they go long for Barry. This is a better touch from the fullback. Back inside for Skimeka. Searching ball. Will not find its target, Behringer. Meadows floats one up for Schnodstein, who lets it go brilliantly, but Terpak was wise to it. Really great anticipation and reading of the play by the center back. Skimeka for Barrios. Takes his space. But where is the run? Where is the support? Given up by Bonfils. Not going to be happy with that touch there. Richmond seemed to just have that completely covered up. Meadows, a turn. And can drive space through the midfield. Schnodstein takes over. Does Schnodstein test his luck? No. Barone. Ginny. Brkanovic. There it is again, right in the center. Just a trip up on the ball. Espinosa. Kerliu. Deceptively tricky to get off the ball for CPR so far. Espinosa. Through the gap. So effective are Richmond. He's offside this time, but they're so effective at building up pressure in the center of the park, which frees up space for Peter Ginny on the far side. Barry. Clift. Barry again. And Terpak. Golin. Down the line for Bonfils, who remained onside. Now needs options in the middle of the park. No, goes for just a corner. Well, you will feel that CPR are used to having the impressive speed and target man abilities of Mohamed Miri. Bonfils. Barry. Space on the edge of the box. Gives it up for Clift, who strikes one! Deflected away by Kirliu. Good pressure there from Ginny. Espinosa on the ball now. He has some impressive pace. If he can get past Clift, yes he does. Still Espinosa. Barry, a sliding challenge that does come off the last foot of Miguel Espinosa. A good run from the forward. Just maybe had a little bit too much on the plate to finish off the attempt. Get it out wide. There you go. I think the one thing that CPR, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Here's Behringer trying to cut back inside. Bonfils lays once again for Behringer. Wow, just immediately 6 shirts on him. Minimum. Could have been more. Throw for Richmond. I was going to say the one thing that CPR could maybe take a look for is when it's Espinosa or Schnodstein on the far side or Ginny on this near side, when they get up that high, just the opportunity to counter down that side might be open, because there's just that little bit of space left by a player out of position, slow to recover on a few enough occasions. Bonfils can't get the touch past the defender. And it's not that Richmond don't have good coverage in those positions, but as you saw after that most previous attempt from Richmond County, Espinoza just hung back a little bit, and that gave space for Barry on that far side. And I said, find Barry, he's wide. Schnodstein a run, can't get over the shoulder of Terpak. But there are just those few opportunities for CPR to take advantage of a player pushing into really high, really wide spaces. They just have to see it. Schnodstein holding up well, wants the foul, gets it. Too tenacious from Terpak as he tried to recover possession. So on the far side of the box, dead ball opportunity for Richmond County. It will be Giuseppe Barone to swing this one inward towards the goal. A dangerous location. Gilden will have a choice to make whether to come out for it based on its location. This one is... never mind. Moving swiftly onward, folks. Hey, did I tell you about what's coming up later? Here on Game and Frame, we've got tons of programming coming your way. We've got Zumschneider versus Kid Super Samba. That'll be tonight at 7:30. But the one not to miss, Zoom versus Kid Super Samba obviously is going to be a great game. Definitely not to miss, though, will be your battle at the top of the table. The Pancyprians Freedoms are taking on Manhattan Celtic. Manhattan on 32 points will look to find their way into a podium position. Pancyprian Freedoms are trying to hold off Lansdowne and Greek Americans as they surge up the tables ever closer towards overtaking that top spot. That's going to be at 8 p.m. here in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Also make sure to check out our Instagram every week where we provide you all the updates on all of our grassroots football programming, from the CJSL to the EDP, North Atlantic, CSL, all the way up to the APSL and beyond. We are your home for grassroots sports here in the greater New York area. CPR having trouble clearing the ball away. Espinoza now calls for a handball. Espinoza will go to dance on Barry, gets just a step. Terpak holds him up. Goes through Terpak a little too aggressively. Also want to let you know of our sponsor for this match. Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm not going to acknowledge this. Our sponsor for this match is Salt Athletic, who have created the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, known to you and to all of us as the Air Case, which utilizes antimicrobial technology to store your cleats safely and make for odor-free car rides and homes. I can personally attest to how well it works. I have a younger brother who's a collegiate soccer player. Anytime I go home, I am trapped in his car with his cleat smell until I bought him the Air Case for Christmas, and all of a sudden I will take a car ride all the way down to Eugene, Oregon and back. It's worth it to note that I'm from Portland. Anyway, definitely a great cleat case. It's called the Air Case, and for our went in with the shoulder, I think, to try and control that. For our Game in Frame community, family, and friends, Salt Athletic is offering good contest in the midfield for possession. Cliff comes away with it. Salt Athletic is offering 10% off your order if you scan the QR code, which should be at the bottom of your screen now. It takes me a while to get through these ad reads, folks. I like to have fun with them. Scan that QR code, get yourself 10% off the Air Case, a special offer from Salt Athletic, who are keeping it fresh, and we thank them so much. Berkanovic, an outstretched foot to try and stop the cross. Goes just a little bit haywire, friendly fire there. But again, Jetmir Kovacevic, who has had a quiet afternoon, does really well to stop the self-imposed strike on net. Well done by CPR to get away from the press. Bonfields, Berenger, this is better from them. Another cross into the box, met by Burkanovic this time. Doesn't get the strike on net. Clift. Touch takes him just a little bit back. Berenger, late breaking run in by Bonfields. Met there first by the center back for Richmond County. The nod back, and the clearance goes to Barone. Schnodstein tries to go over the shoulder of Terpak. Now a moment of calm by CPR. Spread wide for Berenger. Ginny's there first. Barry holding his position now more as a true fullback. Young. Barrios for Bonfields, who's played wide. That was Burkanovic. Does well. Barone. Schnodstein with Terpik for company. Wants the foul, never going to get it on that occasion. Referee is absolutely done with commentary from Judea Gilden. Schnodstein searched for contact there, only got as much as a throw in here for Richmond. Burkanovic and Ginny. Trying to go Ginny for Ginny and does. Meadows. Miguel Espinoza making an over-the-shoulder run on Pat Barry. It is Chris Ginny who does find. It's out of bounds. There's a flag up on the far side. We'll take just a second to see it. And there it is. Throw in for CPR. Miguel Espinoza in the face of Terpak. Just giving him a little bit of the business. Barry flicked on well. Bonfields off the errant foot out. Could get on the end of it and does. Does have to hold it up, awaiting reinforcements. Here is Bonfields. Skimeka tries to trail into the box, searches for contact, perhaps not going to get it. Espinosa into the middle, searching for Barone. Not enough on it. Barone going into recovery mode. Skimeka's going to get there first, though. Bonfields, no one in the box for the striker. So flips it all the way back. Barrios will recover. Barrios wide for Young. Returns again for Barrios. Terpak trying to go through the middle. Espinosa. Some vicious contact there. Barrios gets us moving quickly. I like that. Berenger. Well done to free himself past Ginny. Catches contact. Yep, that's going to be a foul. Berenger toying with Peter Ginny like a He-Man action figure. Where Berenger says, "Hey bud, I've got the power here." It's a crazy reference for those of you who are too young to understand it. So Oliver Clift to deliver this one in. Past a two-man wall. Jetmir Kovacevic organizing his defense as well as he can. This reminiscent of Richmond's opportunity. A little more dangerous though. Cleared away. Terpak will get on the end of it. Does he serve it back into the box? Yes, he does. Chris Ginny rises really well to get there, though. Terpak recovers possession. Pat Barry on the ball. All the way back for Golin. Barrios. Oh, so good fight. Barrios takes a strike. Dragatha Christie wide of the mark. Could not have a better opportunity. Created once again by the number 10, Behringer. And a good disguised motion, a shake of the hips and the shoulders by Jimmy Barrios to get really well into space, free in the box. Here's Barone off the head of Schnodstein. Has a few for company, cuts it inwards past Skameka on his left foot. Kirliu! No mistake, one take, easy bake, piece of cake. Folks, as the old adage goes, if you don't score, you will watch them score. And Richmond County double up their advantage. Rice Krispies type play from Barone to snap, crackle, pop his way through the defensive line and found a late breaking run from Brian Kerliu, the number 11. Flashy green cleats on, but the strike is pure business. 2-0 for a Richmond who need this result to start advancing their way back up the ladder. A reminder of how things stand. Richmond County make up the 12th and final position in the APSL Metropolitan Conference standings. They are, well, you can call them the new boys, but they've been put through the ringer. You can now call them seasoned vets of this top flight division. They sit on 9 points with a goal differential of -14. A win today puts them atop Doxa and Vistula as their goal differential. They'd be tied on points, but their goal differential would be better. They could then start chasing down Zum Schneider and Kid Super Samba in 9th and 8th position, respectively. Is it too late in the season, perhaps, to even challenge CPR for 7th? Anything's possible, folks, if grassroots football has taught us anything here in New York. Looking ahead for Richmond County, as they are looking ahead for this counterattacking opportunity. It's Young with Ginny for company. Ginny, a good clearance, and he clear it off? No, he didn't. Thought he cleared it off Young's shins, but it's a CPR throw. Barrios. Back for Clift. Sizes up the opportunity and finds the striker Bonfils. Tests a left-footed strike. Ginny is there, his shadow. Clift with a wonder strike if it had gone. Meadows cleaned up well by Barrios. Clift wide. Jagadezan. Oh, doesn't get the touch he wanted. Unfortunate for him. Will Richmond have good chances to gain some more points? They've got Hoboken. They've got Hoboken next before taking on Doxa, a good opportunity, and that's a home game for them. Schnodstein nods it on, can't connect with Barone though. They do have Nyack and then the Pancyprian Freedoms after that before taking on the Greek Americans. They will round out their season against Vistula Garfield. Good idea there by Espinosa. A hand up because he did not spray it as quickly or as powerfully as was necessary to connect with Barone. Clift will recover. Though a foul committed there by CPR. Schnodstein trying to go over the top. Gilden out well there. Last minute of play here in this first half. Barry back inside. Another stumble from a center mid. Dragged down is Barone. Tactical foul. He'll receive a yellow card, but immediately helps his center midfield compatriot up. Knew what he was doing there, did Skimeka. First to go into the book for CPR. For CPR, it does not get any easier following this Richmond game. They've got the Pancyprian Freedoms, and then Hoboken, and then Lansdowne. Woo! 3 tough games for this Manhattan-centric squad. Here is the free kick. It's going to hang for Ginny. It's going to float into the box. Calmly collected by Gilden. Is there a last opportunity here? Clift. Jagadezan. Young nods it on. Cut out well there. Saiti everywhere for Richmond County so far. Espinoza sizing up his opportunity. Cat and mouse game. Still Espinoza with good touches. Wins a throw. Probably about all he could have done there. So instead, do Richmond County have some kitchen sink time to round out the half. Cleared away by Terpak. Seconds on the clock. Saiti finding himself in the right place at the right time. Speaking of time, that is the half. 2-0 the score to the direction of Richmond County in the black. CPR will have some recovery efforts to do. Folks, we've got a second half full of action here on Game and Frame for you, right by the iconic Icon Stadium. We're going to be right back here on Game and Frame. Thank you to Salt Athletic for sponsoring. Stick around, folks. You're not going to want to miss action from the APSL Metropolitan Conference. We'll be right back.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential. everyone, welcome to the Game and Frame live stream. I'm Josh Pratt, and we're at St John's APSL Stadium. It's going to be Spencer Burkhart over the wall. Brilliant! Hoboken level it up. He's gone down. Penalty, Pan-Cyprians. Joe Holland beats Borte and re-establishes the lead for the Pan-Cyprian Freedoms.
Joe, congratulations on the hat-trick. Great seeing you.
As a player, I was looking to just
Well, guys, that just about does it for us at St John's. The Pan-Cyprian Freedoms going top of the APSL Metropolitan table tonight. 4-2 winners over Hoboken.
So watch the strike on here. Oh, it's a tempting one from Boudenbacher! Seemed to be guided by a godly arrow.
Okay, looking to buy himself a free kick. Referee not fooled by that. Shana, lovely first touch. And a searching ball. Kawasi cuts inside. Oh, it's a glorious second goal for Manhattan Celtic.
Swung in by the right foot of Rivera with pace and dangerous. Oh, what a save by Amir.
Of today, especially in the second half. FC Westchester. Oh! What a missile! FC Westchester with a tremendous goal.
And now Ruiz. Heading downfield. Ruiz. Forced wide by Sanchez. It's off the bar and in.
Bissell. And look at that recovery defense from Zabre, and look at that skill to beat Shaheen as well.
Baron on his right side has a bunch of space. He puts a forward ball to Diego, who chips it over the goalkeeper, and it's in.
Serves with the right foot. Just over the head of the first target. Oh, it's Bucetta!
Holland. And the ball's headed down. And it looked like Balin. That ball was kicked off the line.
On the edge of the box, the shot gets taken, and it's in.
Kawasi still with it. Kawasi! Excellent save.
Have to be careful here. Muller, Vasquez goes over to press. Nikaj will find Garcia cleverly. Dinked over the top. Kirkic towards Garcia. This could be a very intricate goal. Dikanovic, and it's in!
Played brilliantly. Ahmed Mamemor in on goal. Has a go. Brilliant save. Point blank. Mike Carducci.
That's Milton. It's a shot on goal. Oh my word!
Off the left foot of the striker. Testing Duff! And acing the test.
Has a lot of space. Driving in. Could be a winner here for Dusk. It is!
An inward swinger. Right-footed. Toward the far post. Bouncing off the head of an FC Westchester player. Oh! What a goal! Goal! Golazo! FC Westchester! A stunning bicycle kick.
Back now here on Randall's Island, just under the shadow of the Icon Stadium for the second half of action between CPR in the red, who will be attacking this half from the left to the right, against Richmond County, who went into the second half 2-0 to the good. They are in the black kits today and will be attacking from the right to the left as they come together for one final meeting. One late arrival to bring you news of Adnan Zagajor, who going into this match was Richmond County's out-and-out top scorer. who is now joined atop that table by Mark Schnodstein, both on 7 goals for the season. He was a late arrival. He is here now with us. So it goes from bad to worse for CPR, as a lot of firepower just got added to that Richmond County bench. Miguel Espinosa of Richmond will get us started as our referees are in place. Players have taken center stage. To borrow from F1, we are lights out and away we go. Richmond County to begin. But an errant over the top ball sees a throw in for CPR. Here is Barry. Ginny wins the head. Barone. And Peter Ginny. Cutting back and finding Guarnera. Now Chris Ginny. Just flicks it onward. Terpak can get there. Burkanovic takes over and finds Chris Ginny again. Little lackadaisical here so far from Richmond County. Behringer. Peter Ginny is able to get there and put the ball at the feet of his goalkeeper, Kovacevic. Well, you know what they say about a 2-0 scoreline at half. And Richmond County have come out just a little too... Well, I could be eating my words here with Schnodstein into the box. Not the man you want on it! But it's Jadea Gilden with a really nice stop there at the near post. Passive. That's the word I was looking for. Passive. Here's CPR. A run by Bonfils. Kovacevic out with a knee slide to stop the attack. Halftime substitution to bring you news of for CPR. Ayman Mohammed replacing Jaga Dezan. Now on that far side. Barrios in. Nodded away by Saiti. Kerliu now nodding this one. Clift. For Bonfils, who gets a turn. Guided swiftly out of play by Guarnera. Here is Mohammed now. Barrios. Clift. Back into the middle. Mohammed flicks it on for Clift. Good spell of possession so far from CPR. Terpak. Young with Barry overlapping, which gives Young the opportunity to float back in towards the middle. Skimeka. Good turn by Behringer. Barrios. Gives for Mohammed on the late run. Just ran out of breathing room there. Goal kick here for Richmond County. Promising first real attack for CPR though. Found passes really well. Found spaces in and around the defense. Schnodstein now tripping up on the ball in the midfield. Boy, do I love when I'm proven right. If you weren't able to join us for the first half of action, CPR fell down 2-0 with goals from Mark Schnodstein and Brian Kerliu. Terpak. Bonfils trying to flick over Burkanovic. Still trying to flick over the center back. Can't get it, second time of asking. Espinoza That's that one ride. Throw for Kerliu. Past the sliding challenge. Referee will play us on. Meadows turns and has Barrios for company. Holds off the challenge, light as it may have been. Kerliu. Barone in the midfield. Catches a little clip from Terpak. We play on still. Still turning and twisting. Free in the midfield. Goes for that's Ginny, but Mohammed is there to deny that opportunity. Really nice touch from Meadows ahead of the awaiting Barrios. Guarnera. All the way back for Kovacevic. Saiti for Guarnera. Barone again alone in the midfield. Trying to hold up the play and awaiting the run of Ginny. Once again, Mohammed wise to it. Once again, it's Meadows denying Barrios the opportunity to get on the ball. Here is Kerliu. Chris Ginny. Burkanovic. And Guarnera. Meadows. Ginny. Kerliu. Espinoza gets swallowed up finally. Disrupting the play for Richmond, and CPR now on the ball. Barrios. Barry conducting traffic on this near side between himself and Young. Barrios now spots the run of Bonfils. Has Guarnera for company. Unable to slip past the center back, who gets a touch in for the CPR throw. Throw for Richmond in their own half. Knotted on by Barone for Schnodstein, holding up well against Golin. Still Schnodstein continues. Terpak just lays it calmly out of play. Substitution here for CPR, their second, which will have to wait up. Will be Young to be replaced. Now we play on with the throw. Long throw. Skimeka gets on the end of first. And away goes Mohammed with a really impressive burst of pace. Tries to play his striker through, unable to. That's a little too knee-jerk, that reaction. Here's Barone with Golin for company. Good stand there by the defender. Barrios into the middle for Skimeka. Bonfils trailing wide now. Releases Berenger. Bonfils again. Released once again for Berenger. Now he trails wide. Berenger into the middle. Mohammed, acrobatic effort. Doesn't catch all of it. Skimeka back out wide. Berenger. Great touch here. Barry making a run, trying to create a little bit of space. Guarnera nods it on. Skimeka goes into the air for it. Catches some resistance. No foul though. Espinosa now. Terpak is his company. Gives for Kerliu, in behind Gilden, an outstretched hand, and Barrios the clearance. Impressive defensive stand by CPR. As Cesare Kali prepares himself for entrance. Little too tenacious there. Has to wait for the exit of now joint top goal scorer for Richmond County, Mark Schnottstein, whose efforts have resulted in what would be the winning goal to this point. He struck first blood and now is shown a rest period. Burkanovic. Gives Cesare Kali his first attempt on ball. Doesn't catch all of that flick over the top of Barrios. He can press here. Will result in a goal kick for CPR. Terpak. Cut out there by Ginny and Kerliu to cover up. Back for Burkanovic. Ooh, not the pass he wanted. Guarnetta has to clean it up. Kerliu with a real nice touch. Still the press comes from Berenger. Burkanovic now. Berenger is on it. Berenger tries to release for... Ooh, is that going to be a corner? No, not quite. One feels the intended target. Honestly, Berenger could have done a little bit more himself if he wanted to. Kovacevic goes long. Kali looking to play the bounce. Well, he'll play the head back from Barry. Cesare Kali past Barrios. Can he find Barone just kind of trailing back? A little too much pressure on him there. Catching some resistance from the defensive unit. Corner for Richmond. Saiti to serve this in. Takes a peek at Meadows. Perhaps he'll go short. And does. Instead, it's Guarnetta who lays it for Meadows. Good find for Kerliu. Espinoza wide. Oh, really well clipped over for him. Recovered his position well as well. Skimeka is the company. Espinoza tries it up himself. 3 defenders on him. Maybe just going for a touch that allows it to continue on the possession. Meadows in the box. Smothered up quickly. Offside the call. Quickly, it's Mohammed breaking down the far side. Can he escape Ginny? Yes, he does. Now needs to find something in the middle. Only gets Kamal Burkanovic, who clears it away. Clift with a good touch to save the possession, though. Ginny away with the ball and finds Meadows in the middle. Barone, shadowed by Skimeka. A release for Kali if he can get there. Puts enough pressure on Golin to force the throw in CPR territory. Guarnetta. Burkanovic. Oh, poor touch there by Meadows. Collector's item, that. Can CPR take advantage? No, they just don't have the patience for it. Barone. Intelligent run. Forces Espinoza wide. Espinoza trying to cut away from Barry. Still on the ball. Kerliu. Free. Kerliu a strike. Intercepted and deflected by Terpak. Well, we have eclipsed the hour mark here on Game and Frame in this APSL Metropolitan Conference matchup. Here is Kali. Barone with him in the center. Now he finds Barone, leaves it for Espinosa! Well, I don't want to leave a voicemail, but boy, did I call it. Third time lucky, third time of asking. Miguel Espinosa takes a Medusa look up and turns Jadea Gilden to stone. Freezes him on his line. And that is the third and the cherry on top. And let's show credit to the intelligence of Giuseppe Barone operating in that number 10 role. Knew his teammate was behind him, was keen on a strike himself. First of all, Cesare Kali as well deserves his credit to play that ball in, and then the intelligent leave by the center midfielder to free up space for the striker who knew his opportunity was coming, waited for his number to be called, and answered a door for opportunity, who knocked once again and gave him a great look on net. Richmond County in the driver's seat from the onset and are in cruise control now. Meadows gets it right back. If that isn't the story of the match so far. Kali commits the foul. Bonfils. With Ginny for company, Bonfils. That's a foul. Right through the back. Come on, son. Can't be doing that. In the interim, we did have a substitution. Kamal Burkanovic, the captain, has made way for Jacob Sumanski. Bonfils will serve this one in. Maybe favored himself on that strike. Comes to nothing more than a goal kick that Kovacevic will very calmly jog to collect. Jog, perhaps even a stretch at that. Guarnera to take and will drill this one long. Searching for Kali, well over his head. Barrios can control and flicks it onward for Mohamed, gets a good touch. Mohamed, though, guided backwards. Wins a throw into Skimeka. Mohamed can't, just doesn't have anything on it. He was out of bounds before he was able to even make a play. Guarnera. Here is Sumanski. His first touches. Chris Ginny. Kovacevic. Good find. Espinoza turns inward. Finds Peter Ginny. Meadows, a good turn. Feels like everyone in the center for Richmond has had the opportunity to receive and turn unpressured. Receiving supervision similar to the levels of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. Clift flips it out wide for Barry on this near side. Bonfils and Barry combining. Clift. Barry has remained high, hugging the defensive line. 3 people, though, for CPR, like right in the same space. Now they kind of free themselves up. Skameka tests one. Will find Mohammed. He does have the pace on Ginny if he can use it. Instead goes for Barrios, who is onside. Barrios has found the striker. Oh, just wide of the mark. Did catch a touch on the way in, so it seemed. Corner is the call from our center ref. Golden opportunity for CPR goes wanting. Berenger. Past Barone. Oh, there's a flag up. There's a flag up. For not CPR for Richmond. Oh, I really thought that could have been a PK for CPR. The call instead is that Berenger went too tenaciously through the back of, I believe that was Chris Ginny. So it's Richmond's ball. And look at the placement from Ginny. It's just on the outside of the box. I don't know if it was on the outside of the box, but that's intelligent from the Richmond County man to just ever so place it, leaving no room for overturning. Well, Miguel Espinosa has had one heck of a game. A pressing monster. Had opportunities, failed to convert on, but for finally taking his chance and taking it oh so well to put the cherry atop the sundae of this match. And into the match is your late arrival, Adnan Zaganjor, joint top scorer for this Richmond County team. 7 goals on the season. Does he potentially look to make it an 8th? Zaganjor will have a contest for it. Doesn't reach him. Kerliu. Oh my gosh, what a turn. Kerliu again. Now just starting to dazzle, has the freedom. Kali forced wide from the arrival of Zaganjor. Gets past Barry. Once again goes the roundabout way. Richmond County now just starting to have some fun with it. Here is the throw. Kerliu tries to go spin cycle again. You know what? He just about does it. Kerliu into the box. Cleared away by Mohammed. Into the box again. Zaganjor lays it down. No one right there for him. Berenger. Ginny a full-scale sprint back, waiting for the run of Bonfils. That just turns Ginny, but it's too far, or it's too close to the recovering defender. Substitution for CPR. James Turpak will make his way from the match. And I wonder if they're pushing Berenger higher up the pitch. I do wonder if this is a commitment to 3 in the back, perhaps. adding a number into the midfield, and it does look like 3 in the back. There it is. And I wonder what this does to Pat Barry's positioning. Well, we'll figure this out in just a moment. Bonfils off his nose. Clift. Wide for Barrios. And Mohamed. Into the box. Kovacevic gets down there for it. Bruno Servici is the substitute into the center of the park for CPR as they look to recover something from this match. Long searching ball, and only finds Skemeka. Behringer is stripped of possession, commits the foul in trying to recover. Meadows to take. Zaganjor commits the foul in the air. Well organized is the Richmond County back line so far. Barrios. Skemeka. Tries to go to the line for Mohamed. Ginny can just lift that one back into the air. Controlled well by Clift, trying to send Mohamed once again. Throw in for Richmond. Zaganjor nods it on for Saiti. Kerliu continues to dazzle. No foul on that occasion. Bonfils, there's one. A magnificent one it is at that. Cameron Bonfils instills just the slightest bit of hope and life for CPR. Richmond County's position still feels secure. But is that a momentum swinger and turner here in the 73rd minute of play? Quick fire strike from CPR. And so far, that 3 in the back seeming to be effective. Clift, a good turn. Servici can't complete the move though. Barry, a good interception. Golin for Jimmy Barrios. Good cut out there by Kerliu, who tries to go route one for Zaganjor. Doesn't have the pickup. Clift. Oh, just past the outstretched leg of Bonfils. Meadows with room to turn, and does. Barrios will shadow him. Good cut out there. Mohamed, he's got some pace. Can he get the ball into the box? He does, but Sumansky, a sliding effort, sends the ball well wide of the mark. Richmond County starting to feel some pressure here. Foul for CPR. Servici just taking a second to get himself back in, and does so. Substitution, we'll see Dylan Meadows sitting for perhaps the remainder of the match. Demjan Turiv is the substitute. Here is Clift. Sizes one up, safely into the hands of Kovacevic. Here it is, Turi. Chris Ginny. Pat Barry cuts it out well. Clift tries to go around the back of Peter Ginny for Mohamed, unable to with the good anticipation of Guarnera, who has continued his run. Oh, they have to find him. Turi, they won't find him. Perhaps they will. No, they'll go for their striker. Zaganjor contests in the air. Guarnera now has to recover his position. Sends Sumensky back to help out. Peter Ginny shields this one out of bounds. Mohamed forced back by Giuseppe Barone. Berenger serves it. Kovacevic collects it. Kovacevic, hand to the sky, signaling, here it comes. Zaganjor does nod it on for Kali, who's onside. Has some help with him if he wants it. Will run at Barry and then give it up really well to Turi. Turi floats one into the box, met there, and can be cleared away for a deep throw. The youth team from Manhattan Soccer Club just helping to waste a little time for Richmond County. Kerliu still dazzles. How he stays on the ball is simply beyond me. Chris Ginny. Throw for Richmond. Did really well to maintain something despite the smothering pressure. Woohoo, Kerliu. Loves that turn, doesn't he? No communication with Zaganjor to signal the run. Barrios. Oh, Bonfield has a step, but Guarnera has the pace. Que falta. Bonfield will be told to calm that down. Too tenacious, that reach for possession, you'd call it. And the second bleeding continues. We still have round about 15 or so minutes. Just under. But every move of the ball, every hey, take that throw in back, just puts the seconds past a little bit. Here's Kali, sprayed out by Zaganjor. Kali searched for contact there, and the referee says, not on my watch. Play on. Barry. I don't know if that was the right choice there. Had Barrios wider. Can he find Barrios this time? Too little, too late. Peter Ginny there to cover it. Another substitution that the referee will mark time for. Leotrim Saiti makes his exit from the match. Angelo Erasmin will join the fray. Arrestman taking a like-for-like spot as a holding midfielder just to shore up the defense against an ever-pressing CPR. Can Zaganjor get there first? Yes, he does. Barone cuts it back, awaits a run, flicks it onward. Turi had stopped his run. Maybe could have had a play on it. Barone. Barry spins him well. Receives it now. Turi shielding him. We play on. Again, the long crossfield ball is cut out by Peter Ginny. Kali. Barrios defends. Barrios defends really well there too. Barry. Bonfils screaming for it. Mohammed. Wide for Berenger. Berenger trying to escape Peter Ginny. Mohammed. Skimeka. Clips one. Guarnera. Oh, it's off his head. An opportunity for CPR. He was trailing away from the ball. Just lost his footing. Seemingly no opportunity off that clipped-in ball from Skimeka. Suddenly turned to a flash in the pan. But all that glitters is not gold for CPR. Zaganjor gets to it first. Barrios. Once again off the head of Guarnera, and it'll fall to the striker for CPR, but a sliding effort by Sumansky. Baron just pushes it forward, and you know what? Does really well with it too. Kali can't connect though with Zaganjor. 8 minutes remain. 8 minutes to be played here. Skimeka tries to go wide. Chris Ginny forced wider still. Good play there. And into the middle. Guarnera goes to ground. Still we play on with CPR. Still moving. Is that a handball? No. Cleared away effectively by Sumensky, and a throw in for CPR. Clift. Good pressure there. They're forced back. Barrios. Well, it's just one at the back now, with one or two of the center mids dropping back to receive and begin the build out. Oh, Richmond County's throw. Last touched by Barry. Long throw for Zaganjor, will not reach him. Arrestman in the air, concedes the foul. CPR. Opportunity here. Arrestman stands ready for Oliver Clift to serve this one in. Oh, it's far too low. Golin goes into recovery. Do the numbers stay up for CPR? No, they move back in accordance with the line of Richmond County. Over the top, shielded by Guarnera and brought to ground by Kovacevic. Well, the APSL Metropolitan Conference, always a source of incredible grassroots football. If you are interested in seeing more here on Game and Frame, we want to remind you that Zoom Schneider versus Kids Super Samba will kick off at 7:30 p.m. tonight and will be followed closely behind by your battle at the top of the table between the Pancyprian Freedoms and Manhattan Celtic at 8 p.m. Pancyprians still trying to hold off the Greek Americans and the Lansdowne Yonkers. Celtic looking to make a break into the spring season and into the top 3 on the table. Podium position. Kerliu. Kali. Still Kali. Golly. Good golly, Mr. Kali. He'll receive a yellow card for his recovery of the possession, which is deemed a foul. Also do want to take a moment here in the second half to thank our sponsor for this match and for this season. It's Salt Athletic, who have developed the most advanced and freshest cleat bag known as the Air Case, which uses antimicrobial technology to make for odor-free car rides and homes. Store your cleats safely and keep it fresh with Salt Athletic, who are very graciously offering a 10% discount for the Game and Frame community. If you are interested in getting yourself an Air Case, there's a QR code currently at the bottom of your screen. Give that a scan, give that a look, and get yourself 10% off your order of the Air Case. Keep it fresh, and thank you to Salt Athletic for your sponsorship. Here's Turi. Can't get past Barry, and CPR back in possession. Clift. Good hold-up play. Skemeka. Really nice play there by Kerliu. Throw in for CPR. Skemeka. Baroni pushes him back. He'll recover possession again. Skemeka searching for Barry. Turi, though, is going to make a contest for it and does. Can he keep this in? Yes, he does. Zaganjor is the option, just way too far ahead of him. Throw in for Richmond. So that they will be... What's the word for it? Off the head of Zaganjor. I'm still going to find the word. I'll come back to it. Barry cannot keep it in. Throwing again for Richmond County. Reluctant. They will be reluctant. That's a good word. They'll be reluctant to take with any speed. Zaganjor. We play on. Barrios searching for Mohamed. Quarnera just gets it well clear of anywhere near the field. Second ball in. Berenger. Adnan Zaganjor all the way back to near his 6-yard box to play aerial defender. Skemeka. Skemeka from distance. Speculative effort. Goal kick for Kovacevic. Skemeka off the head of the striker. Mohamed is wide. Mohamed service into the box that Chris Ginny is there for. Touchdown, a strike. Oh, a redeflection. 2 for CPR. And all of a sudden, with less than a minute of regulation to be played, the Central Park Rangers are right back in this match. Referee is signaling. I can't quite hear from our vantage point, but there will be some time to be played, and it's going to be a high, convincing press from CPR. And it's going to be a lot of people back behind the ball for Richmond County. Judea Gilden. And this is where Richmond County are going to need to earn their place here in the APSL. Gilden doesn't catch all of that one. Zaganjor. Arrestman. Turi. Kirliu. Well, we know he can dazzle, but can he waste time? Maintains his possession really well. Oh my God! It takes his own teammate to stop him. Unreal. Behringer now. Barreling down. Arrestman. Really good stop there, and Guarnera, convincing clearance. Can Zaganjor make a play on it? No, instead it's going to be Kirliu. Kirliu goes around about. Golin is there for him, though. Gilden now back in possession. We go into the 92nd minute of play. Behringer, Arrestman, great stuff there. Although, oh my gosh! Oh, great stuff there. Still on for it, Guarnera, the clearance. Still we play, Barrios. Numbers need to get back. Barrios goes wide. Mohammed, too much on it. The winger was frozen on his heels. Stay on your toes, ladies and gentlemen. Just like you are likely on the edge of your seat. Kovacevic has a goal kick. And into almost the 93rd of play, Kali commits another foul. Everyone coming back for Richmond now. Everyone moving forward for CPR. Peter Ginny. Everything forward for the boys in black. Barry. Servici. Ginny, Arrestman, they just can't get it clear. Oh, what a strike there by Bonfields. So the scream from the sideline makes it sound like perhaps 2 minutes will be played here. 2 minutes remain. Kovacevic sends this one high into the afternoon air. Peter Ginny nods it on. CPR go into recovery. Zaganjor trying to hold up and does so. Great touch by Barone. Kali held his line well. Kali a sprint to the ball. Turi is at the backside of the box. Kali never had the play on it though. Final minute, Behringer into Barry. Positions are meaningless now. All that matters is getting the ball into the back of the net. Skimeka. Bonfields. Alone against Turi. On his left, he can serve it in. Guarnera, unconvincing. Arrestman, much more convincing. Golin for Clift. Again, Guarnera. One man wrecking crew, one man defensive unit. We play on into the 95th. All eyes to the center referee, for surely our time must be very nearly eclipsed. We've got youth games waiting in the wings, and that will indeed do it. The second half late push by CPR is not enough to overcome Richmond County's potent attack. And folks, what a match we have been treated to in the APSL Metropolitan Conference, and we've got 2 more for you this evening. Make sure to tune in. Make sure to check out Salt Athletic. This has been Game and Frame, bringing you some grassroots footy here on Randall's Island. Diego Mijan has been your commentator. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of Game and Frame programming. Head over to our Instagram for highlights as they come in. And folks, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you next time.